Good morning. What's up? What's good? It's me, your go-to travel buddy for simple travel tips, tricks, and adventures. I asked you guys, and some of you have responded with some questions about what it's like living here. I figured I would answer them the best way I can by literally living a day here. It's 9:47 and I need to pee. So I'm about to wash my face and brush my teeth. What kind of toothpaste do you use? I am actually personally a Colgate user, but I have Crest right now. But I like Colgate. Oh my gosh, guys, I look so crusty. Anyway, let's answer a question. So this question is from Yadi, and she asked about feminine hygiene and the LGBTQ stigmas. With feminine hygiene, I'm able to find all my cleansers, menstruational pads, tampons, and cups at my local grocery store, so that's clutch. A gynecologist is available here at this region, so feminine hygiene isn't a problem here, which is really great. The LGBTQ stigmas, I haven't met anyone that has been open about being from the community, but considering the fact that I do live in a conservative country, I would just stay cautious. Okay guys, so here's another question from Delaney. Del, I miss you so much. So you said, let's dig into fashion. We all know you are highly skilled in this department. Fun finds since you have been abroad, please share. So I love going to LC Waikiki, which is like a H&M and Forever 21 here in Kurdistan, and I love going to the bazaars. The bazaar is like, you know, you could find all your thrift finds. So let me show you guys what I have in my closet right now. This is my boring closet. Thank you to Plato's Closet. Shout out to you, Del, for teaching me how to color coordinate everything. But I tried my best. So I actually found this dress at LC Waikiki, which is really cool. And then I also found this dress also at LC Waikiki. I found this one at a bazaar, and this one from another bazaar. So it was really cool. Oh! I know what you're thinking. Really? Another video about someone making their bed and doing yoga and working out. I really am about this shit. Ever since I read this book called The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin, she talks about building habits and what makes you happy. Within the past years, like, I've always graded myself on my daily habits. In February, I gave myself a B, but I need to make my bed. I need to stop procrastinating. The bed is made. All right, I'm gonna get my yoga mat and do my morning thingies, and I'm not even gonna explain what it is, but like,
5 minutes later.
This next question is from my girl Arusa. What is up, girl? And she asked, did you find anything about the lifestyle difficult to get used to? Honestly, for me, I'm the kind of person that adapts very easily in different and new environments, so I can't say that I found anything about the lifestyle that's difficult to get used to. But what I can say, and it's something that I have observed while traveling to different countries and living in Taiwan and Korea, is that we all have different social cues, mannerisms, and tactics. Time to do laundry. Welcome to my dungeon. I'm not gonna show you because it's so scary. Hopping back on your question, Arusa, the only lifestyle difference that I had to get used to, which what I had to get used to in Taiwan as well, is like, we don't have dryers for your clothes, and we don't have a dishwasher, so you have to like hand wash everything. I just want to show you the bleach here. That's what it looks like. It's in Arabic, but I'm able to use Tide.
1 pair of pants later.
Oh my gosh, this is a struggle. Okay, like I was saying, we don't have dryers. We have to hang it up. You're asking, what is the working experience life here? This is different for me. I have Friday and Saturday off, and then we work again on Sunday. Working days is from Sunday to Thursday here, and it was different for me because usually I work from Monday through Friday in America. I'm gonna answer yet another question. Cher asked me, did you have to wear a hijab? This is what a hijab is. To answer your question, no. I've never had to wear a hijab. The Kurdistan region, I feel it's more liberal. There are people who dress conservatively, but you get a good array of people wearing what they want to wear. Wearing this tank top is actually Okay, it's fine. I feel like I overextended that answer, but no, I did not have to wear a hijab. Thank you for the question though. It is 12:18. I like listening to Audible while I read.
With correct principles, we create both an effect.
All right, y'all, let's answer another question. And this question is from Byron, and he asked, what differences would the experience have between men and women? And he asked me what I thought about it. I definitely cannot speak from a man's perspective. I can speak only on my own experiences and definitely in my point of view. Now, as a woman, I am a true believer that we are capable and able to be independent within all the things that we do, especially when it comes to solo traveling. There are times that I feel like we just have to make sure to stay aware and be cautious. I'm not talking just about here in Kurdistan, just wherever you are in the world, you just have to be careful and always watch your surroundings. Now here in Kurdistan, my biggest advice, if you are taking a taxi and you are a woman, make sure you're always sitting at the back seat if you don't know that person. If you do want to have a taxi driver, make sure you connect with a taxi driver through a network system. So like my friend knows of a taxi driver and she's been driving with this taxi guy for like 6 years. So I'm going to trust taking my rides with him. I just highly suggest always traveling in a pair, especially if you're a woman. So yeah, that's my own experiences. I feel like that's what would be different. With a man, I'm not really sure what that would be like, but I hope this would help all the women out there who are traveling within the Kurdistan region. Hi, so you notice anything different? I changed again. It is now 2:17. Let's see the next question. So this next question is from Drew. You asked, what brought you there and how do you feel about being there during the pandemic? I am here because of the cha-ching.
Dollar bills, y'all.
And to have the opportunity to travel. I've never lived in the Middle East or traveled within the Middle East. Just wanted to experience this culture. How do you feel about being there during the pandemic? Blink twice if you need help. I've been trying to stay sane and grounded. It's actually currently 4:50. We have a vast selection of vegetables, except we know potatoes are starch. Gotta keep it healthy, you know? And then you gotta screw up the whole healthiness with some pan-fried chicken. Yes, I'm sitting because I don't have the proper tripod. So we got a question from my girl, Madeline. How is it like to change the way of your diet? Because I know they be selling Five Guys there. I wish they sell Five Guys here. Not that unless I'm not aware, but specifically in the Kurdistan region, they don't even have McDonald's. They have Pizza Hut, KFC, Hardee's, and Burger King. I'm assuming that you're talking about different areas in the Middle East, which I won't be surprised because when I was in the UAE, they had everything. I really didn't have to change my diet a lot. The only thing that I have noticed about myself is that I eat less red meat. I think it just tastes differently here, in my opinion. Wow. Do you guys hear that? It's beautiful. I believe it's called the call to prayer, translated in English. It's what I hear every day. I love it. 7:12, and before I go in the shower, let me answer another question. This question is from Frankie. How hot is it? It is hot here. Now in June, that shit is crazy. It is so hot here. It just feels like you're just inhaling flame. It is so hot. Even if you drink one of those like big, it doesn't help, and you end up being like a raisin. My best memory here in Iraqi Kurdistan. Okay guys, my favorite memory here so far is my first week here in Kurdistan, and we went to this party where we all had to dress in white. There were go-go dancers, we were all belligerent, and we were having a litty ass time.
Baking soda! I got baking soda!
Okay, now back to this program. Don't touch me, I'm sterile.
Don't touch me, I'm sterile.
before I turn off the lights, I figured I would answer another question. This question is from Amanda, and she asked, why did you choose this part of the world to live in next? What intrigued you most to move to Iraq? I'm also wondering what surprised you most about life in Iraq, both a positive thing and a negative thing. I can't wait to see this vid. So besides the fact that I wanted to come here because of the benefits and because I wanted to travel, I actually never been to this part of the world, and I've always lived in Southeast Asia. I've always traveled within that area, and East Asia as well. So I was just really curious about what living in the Middle East is going to be like for me. So I was intrigued by that. A positive and a negative thing that surprised me most about the life here, I think one thing that I've learned since living here is to take everything with a grain of salt when I learn and read things on the news, and make sure that they're credible resources, because I feel like the media portrays the Middle East in a negative way or in a negative connotation. I'm not saying or disregarding that the things that are happening around here are not true, but I feel like sometimes the news can exploit it a little bit more than what it seems. But yeah, overall, the positive thing is that I do live in a safe region, and I'm very grateful to have experienced living here. To set up the mood, it is 8:59. Not even close to the time that I usually sleep. Anyway, let's finish off this video with this last question from Carol. And you said, whenever I move abroad, I wonder about what Western food or indulge items you miss. Are they hard to come by? What have you found is available to satisfy your cravings? For example, I loved making Muddy Buddies, puppy chow, in the US. But then it became a luxury for me to do because Czech cereal does not have any equivalent outside the States. I miss flaming hot Cheetos. And I cannot emphasize this because every time that I have access with flaming hot Cheetos, it's just... But I'm actually impressed with how Western influence it is in Kurdistan. I'm able to find foods that I couldn't necessarily get when I was living in Korea. But if I'm craving for anything else, like if I'm craving for fast food, I'm able to get Pizza Hut and Hardee's and Arby's and all that good jazz. Yeah, you can find an array of things to satisfy your cravings. I had such an amazing day with you guys. Thank you for coming along with me in my exciting quarantine daily life in Iraqi Kurdistan while answering your guys' questions about what it's like living here. If you have sent me a question, I really appreciate it. Shout out to you guys for taking the time to do so. If you like this video, give it a good thumbs up. And I guess that's it. Do I say goodnight? Okay. Should we hug? Okay, no hugging. Okay, I love you. Okay, that was too much. All right, bye.